Good morning. So today I'm over in the shop. Sorry about the sunlight. It's pretty bright outside. I'm over at the shop and I'm starting to look at this top. So if you can, I'm gonna get back up here a little bit. You see we have the top of a 73 Cuda right here that we purchased from a guy down in Columbus. We got the top. We got 2 doors complete with glass and all the hardware and cranks and everything. And they're a little rough on the bottom, but overall not in bad shape, but a lot of good parts on it. And then we picked up a couple other items. One is the filler panel. A filler panel here that goes in the nose of the Cuda, which I'm going to end up using a section of it because it was damaged and pretty full of Bondo, but it has what we need for ours, which I'll show you ours here real quick. Okay, if you can see right here, this is our original one, you can tell by the crap brown, and this blue one here is the one that we got. So ours is damaged in this corner, and this one is pretty good in this corner. It's a little bit rotted, but I fixed it already. So I'm gonna section this section off, put it on this one, and then we'll have this one that's Bondo free for the front of the car. So that's one of the items that I found. Let me move that out of the way. The other one is this top. So this top has the drain rails. I know there's a specific term for them. They're in really good shape. The package tray is in good shape. All of the channels not rotted. The top is in really good shape. So we're going to try to use as much of this as we can on the Cuda. So you can see these rails are all extremely good. Up here, same thing. Front edge is real good. A little bit of surface rust up here on the top, but all the window edges and the window rails here, really good shape. And that's going to really assist us over here on the Cuda. So, and the Cuda, I can't get into there real quick, but I'll go over it a little bit more. But our rails and everything are all really pretty rotted, pretty rough. So how much of that we're going to use? I don't know. It's going to be tough. We're going to have to evaluate it as we go and look at each individual piece. But when we went down to get this donor stuff, we got 2 fenders. So we got this fender right here, and then we got this fender right here. This one right here is pretty rough. It's got some holes in it, and we've had to do some patching on it. It's got a hole down in the end right there that's pretty tough. But you know, you're talking, you know, $800 a piece from AMD, and that's original steel. So if we can use that, we're going to use it, which I see no reason that we can't use it. Just needs a little bit of finesse and some body work, and it'll be good. But finally getting all this stuff down into a shop where we can actually make work on it. So today I'm going to be unloading this and starting to look at, you know, what we can do as far as using this stuff that we bought. So I got the doors, 2 blue doors right here to evaluate. On the skin, not bad, but underneath, you know, on the bottom of the door, I'm gonna have to do some metalworking, but that's not a big deal. I mean, everybody and their brother you see on the internet, they're all fixing these doors. And original doors, you know, are worth having. Even though they weigh 800 pounds a piece, they're good solid steel. So if we can use those, which our original doors down here, yeah, down there, got big dents in them, and our Cuda, original Cuda, was skim coated at one time, I believe, because I can find nowhere on that car that doesn't have a skim of Bondo. So somebody skim coated it and then painted it. The code says the original crap brown, we'll call it. I know some people call it root beer, but it's just ugly. So we're not, obviously we're not going to use that, but we've picked up this stuff, I want to say, I don't know, 7 years ago. So, I mean, we've been holding on to them in storage for a while, and now it's time to get them out and get going. So we're going to take this donor stuff and see what we can utilize. I think there's a lot here. I mean, everything on this particular top is really solid. I see a couple small holes, but nothing that I wouldn't use, you know. So get this stuff unloaded, and then we're gonna start getting some sanding down and check and see where we're at, you know, stripping some of the paint off, make sure everything's good, and start getting at some of this channel stuff that we can tear apart. So also this hood, yeah, we're gonna get on this hood too. This hood needs to be stripped down, but I mean, there are no dents in it, surprisingly, no dents, but a little bit of roughness here. We'll get these out, and the back side is starting to get some scale on it, but we can fix that up. We're gonna, that's probably the first thing we're gonna do is work on this hood, get the scale all off it, and then get some rust encapsulator on it, and then pour 15, and then we'll you know, put that aside for when we're ready to do the body work. But hood is in real good shape. I think that's the only panel on the original car that I would say is in real good shape. So, you know, this car is going to be a ground up build. And I know that scares a lot of people, and a lot of people go, well, yeah, I junked that. Well, you know what? Try finding a new 73 Cuda that you have the build sheet, that you have all of the tags, you have the VIN, and you have a clear title on. You can't find them. And a lot of people, you know, are faking them, taking stuff off other cars and putting on there so they have titles. Like we found a car, a 73 that we are going to do, but no VIN, no tags, and no title. So, you know, what are you going to do? You're going to cheat it, or you're just going to use it for parts. The car was worth building, but, you know, without a title or anything, you're really up against a wall. And we've got title. This car can be rebuilt. I've seen so many different people out there that are building these. AMD makes, man, A to Z on there. And, you know, we'll be getting AMD parts coming for it because we do need some stuff. Some stuff. Yeah, we need floor pans, we need rocker panels, we need frame rails on the driver's side. Passenger side frame rails pretty good shape. I think we'll be able to use that. But we have our work cut out for us. And, you know, I have to say, you know, my son, God, he was 10 years ago, so he was 25, I guess, 25, 26 when we got this Cuda. And, God, I can't believe it's been 10 years already. But he got a great deal on this car, even though it is a rust bucket, you know, $500 for a titled 73 Cuda. Where you find that? You know, you can't find junk chassis rolling around for $500. Just can't find them. And it came complete, you know, except for the interior. It came with doors, you know, hood, you know, deck lid. I mean, everything. It came with all the body parts. We tore it apart, finding out what we had. But, you know, this car, you know, was basically a complete roller. Well, it is a roller. It's still a roller. It's got a rear end and it got suspension in it, even though we're not going to utilize those. But I'm really ready to work on this car, and so is my son Danny. So we get done rearranging, which is a big part of our life right now because we're condensing our storage unit into the shop, and because our storage unit was like 95 or 100 miles away. I know it sounded on the last one I said 9,500. It was not 9,500, it's 95 to 100. So we're gonna condense it. We're condensing everything down. We should be done this week, moving stuff around, and then we'll be able to start working. But so today, I'm gonna get busy and get this stuff unloaded so that we can start moving forward. So thanks for hanging in and taking a look at what we have and what our plans are. And we'll be seeing you soon. Woohoo! Thanks for stopping by.